Hello, this is Malik, and today onwards, I'm going to start the authentication part of my application at the front end level. And as you know, I had done the backend for my application and the basic setup for the front end I have done in my previous video. So today onwards, I'm going to start the authentication part, and today I will implement register, then go with login, and then we'll go so on. Okay, so let's go to our photo return and let's get started. Okay, so in my previous video, I had done the front end part of the basics, all the basics. You can see I have also set up the routes for the public routes. Also, I will create a private route. Okay, after authentication part. Okay, so I have done the login. Just page I have done. The logics is remain, and I will do in next videos. So today in pages, I will create the register page. So let me just create the component register.json. Okay, so let me create RFCE for the basic template, and then let me just use the feeding from the technology. Okay, so this is the register. Okay, let's create a route. Okay, let's create a route for the register. Go to in route, and for register, let me just do register, and the component also register. Okay, so as you see, now it's done. Okay, so let me just step by step. Okay, and also in the navbar, I should store the path for the register. So now let me just do I'll sit down, and here register for registration. Okay, register. Okay, so let me also wrap this in the flags. These two tags. Okay, now let's start the terminal and start the server. npm run dev is the command. Okay, it is starting. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, started. Just press O and enter. Okay, so it is started. Okay, as you see, now we are at the slash, means the home page. If I go with if I click login, so it will redirect me to login, and if I click on register, okay, so they let's give a gap in between them. Okay, so let me just close the terminal. This is the flag. Now just simple add gap equal to, for example, 5. Okay, it's something, let's give something more. Okay, so login, register, in between there is a home, and this is the simple logo. Okay, also we will make it clickable. Okay, so register, so we'll go with first register. So let's create a first form here. Okay, so for that, let's go to our backend code, and let's check the schema, how I have made the schema. Okay, so for that, let me go to the backend. Okay, you can see my backend, and I will not deploy my backend now. First, I will add the local URL, and then if when my whole website will complete, okay, and then I will deploy and use that deployed link. But first, I will use the local API only. Okay, so let's go to the model. Okay, in user model. So I have a username, email, password, and role. Okay, so let's go to the front end and let's add register. Okay, so in register, very first is, let's just add flags. Okay, add flags, and here inside that add a box. Okay, now flags width should be 100 view width, and means whole width. Okay, and height should be. Okay, now let's create this inside a box, and also add the justify content center, and align items should be center. Okay, now this box will be center of the page. Okay, so let's give a width and height, check it is coming or not. So let's give a width as a 30%. Okay, in the string 30%, height, let's give height as a 400 pixel for now, and let's change the background color. Let's give a box shadow Excel. Okay, and now let's check it is coming or not. So as you can see, the box is coming. Okay, so let me just decrease the VOH. Let's enter as a 70 VOH, so it will come as like this. Okay, so you can see the box now, or form box in the middle only. Okay, so let me just increase. Okay, height I will adjust it using form, how many inputs we will give. Okay, so now let's create a form. Okay, and inside a form, let's check how many. Okay, 4 inputs I have to give. let's remove this role. All users should be student only. So I'm not taking this role. I'm just taking username, email, and password. Okay. So for that, let me create the input. Okay, and input. So type equal to test, and the placeholder equal to username. Okay, username. Okay, let's check. Okay, it is going out of the box. Okay, let me just remove it. Okay, now it will come. Okay, username. Also let's give a padding equal to 10. Okay, and let's also change the background color. Background should be let's enter F1 accept. Okay, so something color is that. Okay, and input and the style. Okay, I can also use the input from the Chakra UI. Let me edit it. It would be more better. Okay, so input is done. Now username is done. Okay, and second is email. Email placeholder is email only. Let's make it capital, and then password. Type password. Okay, and also password. Okay, so you can see the 3 input is done. Okay, one more thing I can do. I can make it grid, simple grid, and okay, and let's give gap 10. Okay, so now it is done, and you can see. Oh, let me just do one thing. Background color, let me remove. It's looking like something weird. Okay, let me refresh the page. Okay, it is coming white. Okay, so box shadow is Excel. Let's add a 2 Excel. What would be? Okay, it is looking good more, and also add a heading here in a box only. So let me add heading from the Chakra UI. Okay, it's already there. Register. Okay, so let me give my equal to 5. Margin at okay, register, spelling mistake. Okay, register. Okay, so padding, it's done. Registration, okay, it's done. Let me give padding. Okay, py. Okay, let me do py should be 5 only, and px should be let me do 10. Okay, so you can see. Okay, register is done. Username, email, and it is a very much gap. Okay, 5 only. Email, username, email, register. Okay, so now let's add a button. Okay, here only button. Okay, it is coming. Okay, so let me do register. Okay, button is there. Okay, it's done. Now also I can do like color scheme. We have an option in the when we are using the Chakra UI. Color scheme, for example, blue. Okay, so very great. We don't need to add manually CSS. Chakra UI is providing us, so just use it. Okay, username. So let me add something. Hello. Okay, so I can type on that. So my basic register form is done. Now let's handle the logical part. Okay, so first let whatever we are typing inside the input just console out them. Okay, so for that, okay, let's me do I will use here use reducer. Okay, so syntax is for the use reducer is const. First is the any variable. Okay, for example, form data. Okay, form data. Then second is dispatch function, dispatch. Okay, and then use reducer. Syntax is use reducer. Okay, it will imported. Okay, and then inside use reducer also added 2 parameters. Okay, first is reducer, then second one is initial state. Okay, so let me just create them outside the component. Okay, so reducer, syntax for the reducer equal to state comma, and here we get one action object, but I am just directly destructured here, and inside that action we got a type and comma, for example payload. Okay, what we are sending here. Okay, and then here we do use always switch. Okay, switch on the basis of type, and by default it's return the state only. Okay, so now we have done the reducer. Now let's create the initial state. Okay, so for now fonts initial state equal to, so I will add here username, email and password. So let me create the key. Username, it is a string only. So username, then email, and then password. Okay, now initial state is done also. Okay, so let's create a states. For example, okay, we'll create here one on change, and then here I will use dispatch. Okay, dispatch, and inside dispatch first I will send the type. For example, this is the for username now, so I will write like user type colon username. Okay, and I will also create the type here. Okay, const username equal to username. Okay, now username and then payload. This is the what I'm saying. This is the action. This is the I am getting here. This is the action object, and it will I'm getting here. Okay, so let me just payload. I will send. Okay, in dispatch. Okay, I have to create a function, and then e for the event. Okay, so event dot target, it means it will target this input only, event dot target dot value. Okay, in so using this syntax e dot target dot value, I will get the whatever I am typing. Okay, so now username is done. Okay, now here I will use like case username, and simply I will return. First I will maintain the previous state, and then I will add the payload in the username. How I will add? So username, let me just do and payload, because in payload I am getting that. Okay, so let me just control S. Okay, username. Okay, so it is done. Let me check any error is there or not. Okay, no any error is there. Okay, so okay, done. So very first thing is done. Same as I have to do just with email and password. Email, so I have to just change your email. Okay, and also I have to create something like this, control V and control V. Okay, and here I have to do same thing only, email. Okay, and just here type email. Very simple. Use CDS I like personally. It is very easy to use. Okay, email e dot target dot value. Okay, done. And also same thing for the password only. Okay, so let me do that on change, and then we will check it is coming or not. Okay, I have to just here password. Okay, and then let me just create here one called as password, control V. Okay, and same as here, control V, and here in small case password. Here which password we are taking? We are taking password from the initial state, and this is for the case. Okay, this is for the case. Okay, in because in the case, whatever case we are triggering, and we have to maintain that this value and this value should be same. So for ensuring that both are same, I do prefer always the one similar variable, and then I use it. Okay, so by using this, the chances of error and some spelling mistake is down, like is less. Okay, so I hope it is done. Password, payload. Okay, e dot target dot value. Okay, so it is done now. I think, let me check any error. No. So let me just do one thing. Type equal to submit. Okay, and let me just do here form on submit, handle submit. Okay, handle submit I have created. Now let's go to here and let's control out it. Okay, response control V. Okay, and also I have to prevent default here. So let's do prevent default the form, and then just do console CLG console the form data. Okay, let me do this for debugging. Let me add string and then control V form data. Okay, now let's check. Let me just refresh once. Okay, now let's add username, for example Mahin123, email mahin@gmail.com. Okay, let me check everything is done. Type email, type password, and for the password 1234. Okay, let me do register. Not okay. So you can see in form data I am getting the email, password, username, whatever thing is there. Okay, so this is I have handled this thing. Now one thing is remain, and that is I have to make the access request. Okay, so for that I have to start the server of my backend. Okay, so let me start it. Okay, let's start like, and also npm run dev is the command for the backend. Okay, it is starting. So for that I will create one env file here. Okay, let me create one env file .env where I will store my base URL, then I will use it. Okay, so let me do base URL equal to, okay, for now here I will store my local URL, but after completion of my full project I will deploy my backend, okay, before the deploying front end, and then I will just change the URL. Okay, so let me, okay, so let's go to what is the, okay, in Thunder client. Okay, go to Thunder client. Okay, so okay, this is the word basic URL for now. Okay, so base URL is done, and how I will get it in here? So very simple. I have to just write here const, okay, it is a camel, like const API URL. I will write here import dot meta dot env and the name of, okay, the name is should I have to write here white, okay, because it is a white now, so then it will work. Okay, white and then write here. Okay, so let me check it is coming properly or not. Okay, so on the console let me also add, so let me do control D I will get here. Okay, so let me just here, okay, so data is gone, let me just add here anything for now, let me register. You can see the API URL is coming, it means now I can use it. Okay, so let me go and now use it. So API URL, but whatever I had created the path in for my backend, let me go to registration. Okay, so this is for update. Okay, so for register, okay, so I have remember for the registration, let me do like plus symbol and here register, then users, then register. Okay, I think this is the path. Let me go and check here. In the first app.js, okay, I have done the users only. Okay, users I have written. Okay, users only, and then let's go to the routes register. Let me copy and paste it. Okay, let me again also do register. Okay, now you can see my API URL is coming fine. Okay, so let me just use it and make a XJS request. Okay, so API URL is coming, so you see it in XJS. Okay, so when I will click on the submit button, so it should be make a XJS request. So for that I have to install the XJS. Okay, so let me just go to npm i XJS. Okay, it is downloading. Okay, it will download. So let me do here. So for that, this is the asynchronous process. So let me add async keyword here, and let's just do. Okay, it is coming. So let me just comment out this. Okay, now let's do const response equal to await the XJS. Okay, XJS. Let me import it. XJS is imported. Yeah, XJS is imported. Dot this is the post request. Okay, I am doing register. It means it is the post request. Post and then API URL and the form data. Okay, so role I will not sending, but by default it will take as a student only. Okay, so this is the done, and then let me console the what is the data is coming, console.log the response, and then okay, so what I have sent as a in controller in users, let me go to register. Okay, so here okay, I am sending as a new user, so I have to send as a data and new user. Let me just add like this, new user. Okay, inside data, let me just console out. Okay, maybe I don't need to do this. Let me check first what will come as a response. Let me go response dot data is coming or not. Okay, so now let's do the register. Let me just use any simple Mahin 123. Okay, and here let me do Mahin. Okay, it is auto. Okay, let me just do here Mahin 123 email mahin123@gmail.com, and then password simple 1234. Okay, let me open the console and let's check in console it will come or not. So let me just do register. Okay, there is a error. Let me check. Okay, cross origin. Okay, so I was forget to use course. Okay, so what is course? So without using course I am not able to use this backend. So let me just download it. So npm I course. Okay, so for using that, very simple, just Course is also one middleware, okay, and just call it. Also, we have to enter here origin and the URL. I will do it later when I will deploy my backend, deploy my frontend. Okay, so let's for now add course. Also, I have to import it. Okay, so let me import it. It's very simple. Const course equal to require course. Okay, I hope it will work now. So let me check again. Everything is fine or not. DB is connected. Great. Of course, I have used. Now let's do register. Okay, so you can see the message user registered successfully, and you can see unique ID is generated. My email is done. Password, you can see my health password is coming. Role as a student. Username as a mind123. Normally, we don't need to respond with the user details, but for the checking purpose, I'm in the processing to build it, so that's why I'm sending this. Then in later I will do write it. Okay, so for today, this is the my work. Okay, I have done the registration part, and it is successfully done. And tomorrow video we will go with login and the operation of the to do. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care and keep connected with me.